You might wonder, how do rich people keep so much wealth and fortune? Or rather, you might wonder, where do they invest their money to multiply it by every passing second? Well, we have all the answers for you right here in this video. You'd be surprised to know that billionaires keep their assets in form of investments, which are mostly in the form of luxury items, be it vintage cars or historical buildings. Wealthy people have their assets in terms of investments. For instance, companies producing fine wines are often run by incredibly rich men. According to an estimate, more than 50% of the wealth of upper class is in form of their investments. Through these investments, they keep building more fortunes while securing their wealth at the same time. Isn't it exciting? Well, we have more details on the subject. We can enlist for you a few places where the rich people keep their money. Make sure to watch till the end, as you might be amazed at the conclusion of this video. So let's get started right away. Number 1. Cryptocurrency. Yes, guys, you heard it right. Cryptocurrency is one of the most significant wealth-holding platforms. According to recent estimates, there are about 100,000 cryptocurrency millionaires around the globe. Most of these rich men hold cryptocurrency in the form of bitcoins. The very idea to keep wealth in the form of cryptocurrency is beyond any ordinary man's comprehension. Moreover, it promises safe returns of the money in bigger amounts. Since Bitcoin demands understanding of technical demands at a great deal, it's often a perplexing scheme for the poor and ordinary class. Thus, it makes it one of the most favorite places for the rich to keep their money. Number 2. Vintage cars and luxury items. Investment in vintage cars is a fine way of putting money by the wealthy people. It's not the car that you might have parked in your garage since your school days. Vintage cars are a rather fashionable way to keep and flaunt money. They provide their owners financial security and often grow in value over time. For instance, a moderately driven and restored vintage Volkswagen Beetle or suicide door Lincoln Continental can be bought for $20,000. And then there are the high-end collectibles with 7 to 8 figures cost, which are exclusively reserved for billionaires. These expensive cars make a safe investment pool for wealthy owners. In the year 2019, the top index was up by 33.78% and more than 500% over the preceding 10 years due to increasing demand and a limited supply of collectible cars. So if you have loads of money for investment, try buying a vintage car. It's fun to have such a luxury. Besides, it can make fortunes for you. Likewise, luxury items like handbags and rare whiskey are another way to keep the money in form of investments. The rich people don't simply buy insanely expensive items like handbags just because they don't have anything else to do with their money. These luxury items can be a way to adjust wealth in a sensible and smart way. The latest Knight Frank Investment Index reveals that China and the wider Asia-Pacific ultra-high net value individuals have taken the rare whiskey market to new heights. Likewise, handbags are an equally promising resource in profit returns. According to an estimate, handbags marked a total return of 13% increase in the profit, while the returns for rare whiskey stood at 5% in the year 2019 alone. For instance, handbags like that of Birkins can be used as a means to keep wealth and fashion at the same time. Number 3. Private credit. Private credit allows you to invest in forms of debt finances from non-bank moneylenders. They can be in different forms, for instance, consumer loans, venture debt, small business loans, private debt, and similar other ways of keeping money safe. With a sound financial track and decent credit history, it becomes easier for these rich guys to have asset financing. Yes, you're thinking it right. Money does make things easier for you. If you're poor, you don't get such investments, but with lots of wealth, asset financing doesn't seem like rocket science anymore. Number 4. Private equity and hedge fund. Investment in hedge fund or public equity is for you only if you own huge amounts of money. With public equity, liquidity of shares of stock is a well-known thing. On the other hand, usually large organizations invest in private equity. These organizations can be universities or pension funds. These investors must have an accredited net worth, which usually stands at $250,000. This much amount can only be a dream for a poor person. Individuals can also be accredited investors, but must comply by certain regulations. On the other hand, hedge funds work differently than private equity. Hedge funds have pooled funds as they pursue different strategies that can promise big returns. Hedge funds include investment in everything that can return the wealth with significant profits and that too in a short period of time. If you're enjoying our content, then do us a favor and like this video. We have many other interesting facts to share with you, so let's continue on ahead, shall we? Number 5. Alternative investments. Alternative investments are another unique yet diversified way of investing money. Wealth can be invested in objects like expensive art pieces, musical instruments, and rare books. Investing in art can bring huge returns for you. You might have heard about arts that are sold for thousands of dollars. Rich people don't necessarily buy these art pieces for their worth or quality. Sometimes it's a mere means of keeping money in a safe place. Mostly, art pieces have a very fine resale price and can in fact give you profits by a great margin. For this very reason, wealthy people buy artworks and sometimes invest in private art galleries. This serves as an investment platform with multiple wealth prospects. In addition, investment in intellectual rights, such as songs, movies, or other similar stuff, is another favorite spot of the rich to make profits. These lucrative investments can promise huge money in a relatively short amount of time. We totally understand if you find it bizarre to invest in musical instruments and books, but let's just agree that they're interesting ways of making more money. Number 6. Gold and luxury items. Since the old times, wealth has been preserved in the form of gold. This method of keeping fortunes is still used by the wealthy people of today. Even when paper currency is vulnerable of losing its worth, gold still rules the market. It can easily be sold anytime. If you want to invest a small amount of money, you may buy gold coins. Those who have huge lump sums of money can store it in offshore accounts, especially in foreign countries like Switzerland. Another interesting fact to mention here is that gold reserves are not kept in the United States. The policy of the United States allows it to raid gold accounts anytime. Safe havens for gold money is an offshore account. Other than gold, metals like silver, titanium, and platinum too make excellent choices to keep money safe. Hence, it's no surprise that wealthy people love to collect loads of gold and preserve them for long-term use. Number 7. Commercial and private real estate. Investment in real estate is one of the most popular ways to keep your wealth and multiply it in a quick way. Rich class often buy main homes and apartments to give it to rentals. More sophisticated real estate investment is seen in form of office buildings, stadiums, hotels, and other commercial properties. Similarly, exclusive real estate is another fine medium of investment by the wealthy class. For instance, historical buildings are bought by the upper class that are worth huge sums of money. Where ordinary class would find a home that can be used to live in, rich see the net worth of ancient buildings. Likewise, investment in shopping malls and bridges are also another way to get huge profits. As interesting as it sounds, rich people have to think of different ways to put their wealth in. All they look for in investment is safety and profit. These investment tools help rich guys make significant gains out of their already abundant wealth. To sum it up, keeping money in cash is an outdated idea in the modern world. Unlike ordinary class, the rich don't need to keep money in their pockets, and neither can they do so. They even hire private bank officials to handle their financial transactions and help them keep a record of their money. According to an estimate, millionaires only have 25% of their money in form of cash. Other amounts of their wealth is in form of investments that could be carried out in a variety of manner. Real estate, luxury items, gold, cryptocurrency, and other investment methods mentioned above are only a handful of platforms that are used for keeping finances intact and productive. Thank you all for watching our video, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. See you guys soon.